Let me clean it real quick. Cover this up so y'all can't see me. All right, a little less. All right, let's see who comes in. Oh, yeah. It's been a day already, and it's only 1:35. Hey, Tiffany. How are you, dear? Hey, KB. She says, hey, sis. Ooh, that YouTube send the notifications out. Hi, Nika. Hey, Katie. How are you? She says, good afternoon. Y'all, I just got a new plant here. Y'all see my new plant? I was gonna miss the alert. You know how YouTube be playing. YouTube stays playing around. But yeah, I'm glad you're here. Hello, Beverly. She says hi. Hi, Sharika. She says hello. Hey, dear. I was just saying, I just picked up this new plant from Lowe's. Y'all, it's like, I don't know, it's probably like 6 feet, 6'1" or 6'2". I don't know. But anyways, it was only $20, $22. And so I'm so excited. And it's so big. I really didn't know where to put it in my house, but I had to have it. It is huge. It's so big. um Hi Vizel, how are you? Yeah, it is huge. Hi Ghibli. She says, hey mama, you did that with the locks. Thank you, thank you. I know y'all know I'm supposed to be out of this challenge by now. And you know your girl is still in these locks, since why I titled the video. I'm still in these locks. I think this will be my last week though in these locks. I love them, but it's time for me to take them down. Y'all know I dance and stuff, so I just feel like I need to be able to like access my scalp. Let's see here. What did you say? Oh, hi Diane. Tiff says no because I'm extending my braids for like 3 more weeks. Well, you got me for at least 1 more week because I'm not taking them down, but I'm literally coming to a point where I'm ready to, like, next week I'll definitely take them down. So you guys got 1 more extended week at least in this protective style challenge. I know y'all probably sick of me, but you know what? I'll create a new tea for this week. I'll probably blend some of the old teas that we have with scalp care tea and continue using that for 1 more week. I'm not ready to take it down this week yet. I got a lot of things I'm trying to get done this week, but yeah, I know the challenge was supposed to end, but we just keeping it going. As long as y'all don't mind, I'm gonna keep on going. Again, I'll reshare a clay detox recipe for you guys, but the following Tip Tuesday, I will definitely be detoxing my hair. Honestly, it's mainly because I dance and I feel like the sweat is getting trapped in the locks, and I don't really like the way it smells. I'm gonna wash my hair today, obviously, for Tip Tuesday, but that's always been my thing. Whenever I have my hair locked and wrapped like this, for me, it's always the smell. I don't like it. Okay, so let me see here. Hey, Catherine. She says, hi, Nappy Gang. Sharika says, melting the slippery gloss bar right now. Ooh, yes. Now, when it comes to that gloss bar, just know you're probably going to need a little bit more water. That gloss bar, because slippery elm absorbs a lot of water. Feel free to add a little bit more, add a little at a time. If you take it off the flame and you take, not off the flame, but if you take it off the double boiler and you see it's a little bit thick, feel free to add that in. And I noticed the slippery elm gloss bar, especially when your hair is wet. That sounds gross, but when your hair is very wet, my mind today, it applies very well. Love Jones says, hello, Michelle Mods and chat. Hello, dear. Julie says, Michelle, how do you feel about using the hair teas to melt the gloss bar? I think that's perfect. I've done so in previous videos. I'm a big fan of using the hair teas. Do so. You can use aloe, hair teas, water, whatever liquid that your hair loves. Hey, Nika. So thanks, I was unsure. Yeah, no problem. Katie says, girl, your oat and aloe is giving me some kind of definition today. Ooh, yes. I'm here for it. I really kind of I miss doing my hair. I'm ready I love the locks. Like, it's such a vibe. It is very much a vibe for me, but I do miss like my hair. Catherine says, about the teas, if I add a humectant, what is the ratio? Do you know any easy to deal with humectant? Glycerin is the easiest, or honey are the easiest. I feel like honey you probably have in your cabinet. You don't have to go out to get. I would do a ratio of like 1 teaspoon per like 8 to 10 ounces of liquid. Okay. Um, that would probably be like the best ratio for now. Because you're still gonna get some of that. It's not gonna be super sticky. But if you have glycerin, glycerin is fine, honey is fine. Um, I recommend like heating, like if you're using the teas, heating the honey so it completely dissolves in the tea when it's like warm. It doesn't have to be hot, but dissolve it when it's warm, and then spraying that on your hair. It could, again, try to use a little bit less with the honey because I think honey can get something a little bit sticky, but about 8 to 10 ounces. Ghibli says was worried it would be too much or drying. Well, I will say this. Depends on, some teas are more drying than others. But most of the teas we have are pretty, if you haven't had any issues with it, I'd say stick with it. Some teas can be drying. You do know that. If you feel like you want to dilute it a little bit more, like make the tea less strong, that's also perfectly fine to do so as well. Um, Cass says, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Is there anything else? I'm literally going to, I was thinking about doing, I guess I should ask your thoughts. Should I do a quick, I'm thinking about doing a flash sale, just one day, on Martin Luther King Day sale. I feel like I got to do something that day. I might do a 1 day flash sale on that day. So if you want something, I suggest you get it because it's only going to be on Monday and it's going to be a quick sale. But if you have any other questions regarding anything, the products, the challenge, hair care, hair loss, hair growth, life, whatever, feel free to drop it in the chat. We're like pretty much an open book here. Kind of. But Phyllis says, new subscriber, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, welcome to my channel. Welcome to the chat. I try to do lives on Sunday answering any type of questions. As you know, maybe you don't know, but we were in a protective style challenge, and we literally, we're supposed to be a 12-week challenge. We're probably on this will be the 13th week. For me, the 12th week, I think for you guys. We just focus on different things like scalp care, dandruff, dermatitis, hair growth, hair loss. So check out the videos. Some of them are not titled initially like that, but like some of them I talked at the beginning of the challenge, like I talked about like cancer and relaxers and hair dyes and all the other stuff. But if you notice, like the title of the video will be something then / protective style challenge. So if you want to know all about that, check it out. Well, you say your first week. Perfect. All right. Catherine says, about the scalp eczema, I think I discovered a small patch. How did you deal with that? Honestly, for me, it was using all the herbs in the scalp care tea that we're using the past 2 weeks. But that really helps. That and neem and a little bit of, and this doesn't work for everybody, but like a pinch of apple cider vinegar. So if you have 8 ounces of tea, I'm trying to think of a ratio, 8 ounces of tea, I would use like half a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in there. What I notice when it comes to a lot of scalp issues, dermatitis issues, and I love to like go to school and research this more, but who has the time? But I would love to, what I noticed is that the scalp is actually, the pH of the scalp is really off, right? So if you were to biopsy that section of the scalp, whenever you have like a breakout, whether it's dermatitis, eczema, the pH of the scalp is really off. So what I found is if I'm using something more acidic, it really does help to balance my scalp off. So of course, my scalp off, but balance my scalp. And of course, using, for me in particular, neem, because neem has all of those properties like antibacterial, antifungal. And we know eczema is not necessarily a fungal infection or microbial infection, but a lot of issues, like if you're having other things going on your scalp, like for me, I sweat a lot. And so, we all have natural bacteria and microfauna on our scalp, which is other forms of bacteria and stuff. And so if you have an oily scalp or a greasy scalp or lots of sebum, it makes your eczema worse. So using, for me, like the neem powder and those other teas like the echinacea and the lavender and all that, it really helps to soothe all those issues while fighting any of the other bacteria like the antibacterial, antimicrobial, by using the neem powder. So Literally, I don't know if you were asking just for like how do I deal with that, but that's what I do. I will really like that for week or two that I'm having a really bad inflammation. I will use that, and the apple cider vinegar just helps to bring that pH down. Also, the teas do help bring the pH of whatever you're using down, and that does help. Mm. Let me see here. Tiffany says, I haven't even opened most of the products from Black Friday. I love to use the leave-in on my braids though. Yeah. Girl, a lot of people, listen, a lot of y'all went crazy, but it's very interesting. I would say a lot of people from Black Friday, I think maybe were new to my channel or just had started following me, or maybe just never had an opportunity to purchase something from me before. So a lot of people purchased like one or two things on Black Friday, have now messaged me and like, when's your next sale? Because now I want more stuff, right? And so, like, you don't have to, every time I have a sale, you don't have, listen, you don't have to buy something. It's just a flash sale. If you need something, grab it. If you've seen something you want to try, if you're new here and you're just like, you know what, there are opportunities for that. That's all. It's not going to be something crazy. But it's just like a lot of people who wanted different gloss bars or different things. It's a great opportunity to grab something. Or if you want to use the leave-in, like me, I use the leave-in exclusively right now in my braids. So yes. Jude says, "Oh no, Michelle, why must you do that? Pay rent or buy or buy hair? Pay rent, girl. Pay rent." You got me cracking up. Definitely pay rent. Grab a gloss bar or a leave-in or something. It's so crazy. So y'all know I have like my dance crew and everything, and most of the girls in that crew are Black, and my instructor is Black, and she has like she's mixed actually, and she has like curlier, wavier hair, and she's like, oh, I never could find anything that works for me. And I'm like, so I just gave her like a bunch of my products. And of course, I knew she would love the leave-in because she has very fine strands. And when I tell you she's now addicted, like last class I went to, she was like, I need a gallon of the leave-in. I just gave her like the 8 ounce. She was like, no, I need a gallon of the leave-in. She also dyes her hair because she's a little bit older. And so like she'd never used a protein treatment, and she used my strengthening hair mask and was like, oh my God, my hair. So I'm like glad to reach out a little bit further than I normally would. And a bunch of girls in my class now are like, it started out with using like the shea butter. They love that, and now I'm getting more of them to like, I'm like, try the hibiscus styler and try. And so it's kind of nice to like expand and just introduce it to some of my like personal life, not just like my YouTube and Instagram life. So yeah. All right, sorry, I'm rambling. Phyllis said, "Oh, you said my first week." Sharika says, "With the gloss bar, I know they can be used as pre-poos, but can all of them be used as deep conditioner things?" So I would say this: not all of them. Some of the bars have more strengthening properties, and so I would, if you're going to use it like a deep conditioner, all of them except for maybe the Henna gloss bar and maybe the Moringa Alma gloss bar. I would only use those that like not only, but I would focus those on like pre-poo. But if you're going to use any of the gloss bars as a full deep conditioner, I would recommend adding like a scoop of my own aloe conditioner to it. So make the gloss bars how you normally would, and maybe I'll actually do a video talking about that when I obviously take out my braids, and I'm gonna be doing more gloss bars, obviously. Um, I'll try to use them as a deep conditioner, so not just as a pre-poo, so you can see the versatility in them. Obviously, the henna does a dye release, so you need to make sure you do that like after you shampoo, but then you want to make sure you deep condition your hair afterwards. That's not something you want to like do as a final step. But like the hibiscus does sometimes have like a little bit of cleaning properties, but the hibiscus fenugreek and aloe to me is very, very balanced. If you need a little something extra, you mix the gloss bar like normal, and then you add in like a tablespoon or two, however long your hair is, of deep conditioner, and that will give you more conditioning properties. The same with like almond fenugreek neem. I find that bar to be really moisturizing, but some people might find it to be a little bit, I don't want to say dry, but a little bit more strengthening. So if you need a little bit more moisture, just add a tablespoon or two of conditioner, and you should be nice and balanced. Drew says yes, but not the henna. Yeah, you got it. Phil says you order your products from Amazon like neem. So I do have some products I use from Amazon, like the neem powder, but a lot of it I have a vendor. that was actually given to me from people in India. So a lot of my herbs I source from them. Now, if I'm waiting on a package or a delivery, I have the Amazon link in my description box of the herbs that I use. They're organic from Amazon. I'm really particular about the brands I use. I'm looking at them. The one I'm looking at is Nova. The one you saw me use in the video the past 2 weeks, the neem one. That's the organic brand I use. They also have like almond powder and all that. I really try, if I am gonna order from Amazon, try to make sure everything is organic. Um, but yeah, so I do have a vendor that was given to me from there. But again, as you guys know, and I've told you multiple times, like right now we're still in COVID-ish, and I say that, but like getting stuff delivered overseas can be such a hit and miss. It can be such a hit and miss. So if I'm waiting on a delivery, I will use that because at least I know the brands that I love and they're organic and I like the quality. I use it in my hair teas. Yeah. Jubilee says, you have to do a deep conditioning treatment after the henna. Yes, yes, you do. Try the oat leave and it's amazing. Oh, yes. Thank you. Tiffany says, y'all grab the gloss bars. They are amazing. They are. I literally can't wait to like do them again. I'm ready. That's why I said I'm ready to take out these locks. I love them, but I'm ready to like play in my hair. Sharon says, hello, Michelle. The gloss bars are fabulous. Yay. I'm so glad to hear that. I love it. I love it. Catherine says, great. Apple cider mist did help today. Perfect. Perfect. I was lax with my weekly apple cider tea mist for my scalp. I'll be more consistent without knowing I was doing prevention. Yep. Yep. Very, very good. Anika says, does the henna gloss bar impart good color, and how often do you recommend it can be used? My short nappy gray to the front is very disrespectful. Yes, it does deposit color. It's not, I'll say it's not going to, and this is the case with any gloss treatment when it comes to henna, it's not going to give you the full color if you were doing like a full treatment, but it's still going to deposit quite a bit of color. If you notice the last couple of months, I've only been using the henna gloss bar, so I still have good amount of like red cover, and the more you do it, the more color you can deposit. You can do henna treatments every 3 weeks. If you're new to henna, try it every 6 weeks. But if you're an OG henna user, especially the henna gloss bar, because it does have like some moisture and conditioner in it, you can do it so every 3 weeks. You're talking about disrespectful grays, and that's another reason why I I want to take my locks out. I'm gonna show y'all. Can y'all see that? Y'all really can't see that well on camera, but y'all, I'm gonna back up with maybe it almost looks like I'm bald. I'm not bald. It's just the white grays are just graying everywhere. Like, oh, the grays. So anytime I like want to part my hair on the side, I try to do like a side part, the grays are just like, hello. And I'm like, yeah, let's just stick with the middle part. Because the grays are green right now. Okay, yeah. So I definitely when I get off these locks, I'm definitely doing probably a full-blown henna treatment because I probably have about an inch, maybe a little bit more of like silver or white hair up front. So, yep. Yep. uh, Phyllis says, thank you. You're welcome, dear. Tiffany says, I think it colored my hair. My hair is a dark brown and now has a reddish tint. Yeah, it does deposit color. So if I was able to color my dark hair, I hope it colors your gray as well. Yep. Yes, it does. Tanya says, I bought the henna gloss bar. I haven't used it yet. I can't wait to use it. Use it. You'll be happy. Or you can wait till like when I take out my locks and I do my detox, I will be doing a henna treatment because my grays are graying. And I'm sure like I have other grays sprouted throughout, but it's the one up front because they're so great. They're like so white. I feel like that's a telltale sign of my age. Like other people are like, oh, you look so young, you're this, that. I'm like, yeah. And then I part my hair, like, why do you have so many grays? I'm like, mind your business. Okay. Julie says, if I add a piece of the henna to other gloss bars, can I leave it overnight or too long? You can leave it overnight. That's fine. I used to definitely use henna overnight, like for hours on end. Like I've probably done 24 hours before I'm henna. I don't recommend that all the time, but yes, you can definitely do that. You're fine. Anika says, thanks, OG Henna mask user, but want to try the gloss. And then it is always the front. Yeah. Then you can use a gloss bars every 3 weeks. You're fine. You're fine with that. It's balanced very well. Your hair already knows it can handle it. You're good to go. Juice and them grays be so disrespectful. And they're so wiry. They just like stick up. I like gel them down and I'll part my hair, and this one, they just be doing all kind of crazy things. Like, come on. Catherine says, what about indigo for grays? Does indigo have any good scalp properties? So, okay, so if you want to use indigo, you can use indigo for grays, but you have to use it after henna or mix with henna. So, if I remember, I have a video about henna and indigo, and I don't remember the exact method right now off the top of my head, but you need the henna because the henna has the binding properties to the blue in the henna to make it that black color. So if you just try to do indigo on your hair, depending on how light your hair is, you could turn your hair green. It can do a lot of other things that you don't want. But if you want that dyeing property and that like blue, black or black hair, you have to do the henna first and then the indigo. Or you can mix the indigo into your henna and get like a more chocolatier tone, right? It tones down any of the reddish tint in the from the henna. So like let's say right now I can't say, well, I would have to have done a henna treatment within the last 5 days. I think henna, like if you want to do an indigo treatment, it has to be within 3 to 5 days of a henna treatment to get that blue black color. But it's also great because like, my whole entire hair has been henna, I don't know, for the 13, 14 years of my life. So if I were to do an indigo treatment on that, my hair would be probably so jet black. If you have really resistant grays and you want to use indigo, you can sprinkle a little bit of salt on it. And it helps to increase the dyeing properties of the henna to bind with the grays. Yeah, but check out the video I did on henna and indigo. I don't remember everything off the top of my head, but that's just what I remember. I don't believe that there's many other benefits of indigo other than its dyeing powers. I'm sure there's something else, but I can't remember. Diane says, Michelle, girl, I trade my grays for yours. Oh. I hear you, sis. I hear you. Listen, I really won't complain because like everyone in my family has premature graying, like since like 14, 13. I was the only one to make it to like my late 30s without a single gray strand. But I don't know, this past year, I mean, I've also had a lot of stress this past year, so I'm not completely surprised. The grays have just been like all over the place, but you know what? That means I'm aging, and it's a blessing that I can be here and be aging. So I'll take it, right? I'll take it. Julie says maybe a henna indigo gloss bar as an addition. So I thought about this, and I still have to think about it a little bit further. And the only reason is that indigo can only bind to henna during a 5-day period. I believe it's either 3 to 5 days. I have to do a little bit more research on it because I wonder if when I do the gloss bars, right, and I start to add, well, this is why your gloss bars, I think, also release dye. Heat makes the henna loss and dye release, right? Something acidic makes the henna loss and dye release. The loss and dye release more quickly. The loss and dye release with water over time. But adding like something acidic, adding heat can increase the loss and dye release. When I make my gloss bars initially, I start the activation process of henna, right? Because I pour in the oils and stuff when it's warm so I can solidify that bar. I don't know, and maybe this is where some testing would have to be. Once the henna is activated, it gets hardened. So then if I remelt it again, it becomes fully, I like it if I melt it. I'm talking it through while talking to you guys. I don't know. I wonder if it would be fully activated or inactive by the time you guys get it and use it. That is my biggest fear about adding indigo to the bar, because indigo has to be used within a certain time frame of doing a henna treatment. And because when I make the gloss bars, I start the activation process but it's not complete because I freeze it. And then until you guys heat it up again is when the henna becomes the lost and dye fully releases. Things I talk about, things to discuss. I'll figure it out. It's something that I have to do. Um and maybe the other option could be like I have the henna bar and then I give you guys like a packet of indigo and you pour it in once the henna is fully activated and then you mix it into your mix. That's also something to do. I don't know. I think about it. I think about it. Tiffany says, I don't think I ever replied to your email, girl. I thought I did, but now I don't see it in my SMS. No, you didn't. I was like, she clearly don't want nothing. That's fine. I'm just messing with you too. Okay. Is there any other questions that you guys have regarding anything? It doesn't have to be about the challenge. It can be about the challenge. It can be about the gloss bars. I am still I need to do the poll. Actually, I will when we end this video, I'm going to do the poll in I said the YouTube group, in the Facebook group, and on YouTube about the type of dispensers you want for the leave-in, the hibiscus leave-in. So I will do that because I keep forgetting to like ask you guys and poll you guys. But I will do that as soon as I exit this live today. Julie says, is neem for hair or scalp? So I'll say this, neem is wonderful for the scalp. It can be used for the hair. But neem has a lot of, and it's funny. It's not just, yes, we have the antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial, but neem is also really great for hair growth and hair loss. The one thing about neem, it's like one of those herbs that covers like all the factors you want. So I would, if you have it, I would focus it on my scalp. Definitely can use it down the length of your hair, but I would focus on the scalp and then, spread it down if you like. And Jubilee, you can ask as many questions as you like. There is no limit. So don't feel like you can have to limit. If you have more questions about it, ask away. Ask away. All right. If there's not anything else, I am going to head off. I have a lot of things I'm trying to get done today. I don't know if you guys can tell, I did paint my door frame and stuff. So like I'm really excited about that. But I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this tile. I don't know. I've got a lot of things I'm trying to do in my little house. Let's see here. He said, oops. I was definitely checking my mailbox looking for the package. It wasn't delivered, my dear. So okay. Shelby said, just want to say hello, gorgeous ladies. Keep up all the awesome work, Michelle. Your guidance and assistance. Your guidance and especially your own aloe line of products has gotten my hair beyond my waist. Congratulations. So God bless. I love to hear that. I'm so excited. I think I've decided that this year I'm going to attempt very hard to not cut my hair. Just let it grow this year and see where I can take it. So just cutting it every January, but I think I'm with you guys on this road this time. Hey, Rayma, she says, I caught the live. Hello, dear. Catherine says, yeah, it means the shaving line is on its way out. It's definitely on its way out. We just got to figure out the pump or the whatever type of lid we're going to use for these bottles. But everything looks good. Just waiting for the labels to be finished printing, but that should be done like this week or this coming week. So yeah. Shelby says, have a blessed day. Thank you. Happy MLK Junior Day. Thank you, dear. Sharon says, have a great week. Awesome. My boyfriend had to take my shears. I lied. I told him to hide them from me. I feel you. I've had to hide my scissors before. I don't know what it is about cutting. I know what it is about cutting my hair, but I feel you. I feel you. KV says, I finally tried the Daisy oil and love. Oh yes. I'm glad that I say this like every week, but the Daisy blocker oil is my favorite oil of all time, like by far. It's so light and non-greasy. So is the other oil too, but I love that oil. Sharika says the slippery elm applies amazingly. Yes. Yay. I love that gloss bar. I cannot wait. Y'all are making me miss my hair. I'm like, oh, I want to do it. I want to do all the gloss bars and all of the treatments right now. But one more week. I'm gonna try and get the most out of these. I'm trying to get a little bit worn. I don't know. They kind of look better on camera than I feel like they do in real life, or maybe it's just my own personal views of it. Um, Rim says, can't wait to try the new line. Loving the old now line. Do you only cut on full moon? I was only cutting on full moon, but lately before I was just cutting. I think like if I was just getting the urge to cut my hair, if I felt like, I don't know, that's how I express change in my life. I think is through cutting, which is cutting my hair. I feel like I should specify that through cutting my hair. And so um, if there's like something major, and I feel like a lot of people, if you know me like in my personal life, they always know like, okay, you done cut your hair, what's going on? Because that's how I express change. But I was cutting through the full moon. I saw that. Were you on hair boards, Rayma, like back in the day? Like I'm talking about like maybe like 10 years ago. Cause there was this whole big thing about like cutting your hair on the moon, on the full moon. Um, but yeah. I'll give you a second. I know there's like always a delay. Phil says, gotta go. Thank you. And looking forward to the Black Friday sale. Much love. All right, dear. Remy says, I'm new to it, but I heard that's when you're supposed to cut. Yeah. If you look up, I think if you like Google it, yeah, for spiritual reasons, if you Google it, there is a whole calendar of when you should cut your hair for 2023 based off of the moon cycle. Tiffany says, also can't wait to try the new line. When do you think it will drop? Can't tell y'all. Soon. Within like, depending on when I get the bottles, but like everything right now looks like it's in stock. From the 2 bottle lids that I'm looking at are both in stock. So I would say probably my goal at least a week. Give me at least another week. But yeah, I need to do the poll. Is honestly what I need to do. Is I need to do another poll. Tiffany says, after I get paid. All right. End of the month. Let's do it end of the month. Do a nice end of the month sale too. Honestly, that would be like probably, I don't know, like maybe the 27th. Like maybe I'll do an end of month sale. That's what I'll do. And I'll release the line and I'll do it with a sale. So you guys can grab it all up because y'all love to do that. Oh, Black History Month. I see what we're doing here. Yeah. Whatever it is, whenever I drop a line or something or products, I'll definitely include a sale with it so you guys can get it. And if you're not joined on my email list, join my email list because I usually send the emails out first before I ever post on social media and all of that. And I try to like give you guys that opportunity to get that. So if you're not signed up to my email list, do so. Also, my goal, honestly, you guys, is to have my website switch over. That's what I've been working on. I feel like I always do too many things at one time. I switched over my store to Shopify. It's not completely switched over. So the version you guys are currently seeing is still on Squarespace. But by the end of this month, I will be switched over to Shopify. The only annoying thing, and I'll let you guys know, like I'll send out a nice email blast about it. If you have accounts, you're going to have to like recreate your accounts and stuff. But it will be a much better shopping experience. It'll just be a lot easier for you guys. Check out all of that will be a better experience because I switched over to Shopify and I've been working for the last 12 weeks, y'all, getting my store transferred over. And let me tell you, if you are a business owner and you're starting off on another website, just go to Shopify. Don't be like me and wait until you have like 50 products and then try to move all your products over to a whole new site and like have to deal with, I don't know, coding and SKUs and inventory and redesigning and transferring. It's been terrible, but it's okay because once it's done, and I'll have a new site that will be better for you guys and better for me. But stay tuned because I'm hoping that can also just launch. So like the last sale at the end of the month into maybe Black History Month, I'm hoping that will all be on Shopify so I don't have to like do any more transferring. Because anything that I do onto Squarespace now, I have to have the company transfer it all over to Shopify. So fun. Yeah, the blogs will still be active. Literally, the store will be set, the blogs will be active, the downloads will be active. Everything that's on Squarespace will just be on Shopify now. I mean, it won't, I would guess for you guys, it won't look that, like, the platform won't look that different, but as a whole, it'll be like more like a store like. I updated my store, my Squarespace store for Black Friday. And if you were OG users, y'all know some of the issues we had, like with finding the cart being in the upper left hand on the upper right hand corner, having this drop down. Just a lot of like nuances of making your experience a little bit better. Because I would get a ton of emails asking that, also about like the downloads, and like sometimes people are like, oh, they don't know what's going to come to their emails. I'm just trying to make the experience better for you guys and better for me. Uh, Tim says, did you make personal New Year goals? Oh, yes. Personal and business. I did both. There's a lot of growth that I want to do this year, and a lot of, it's so funny. So funny. Like on Instagram, you know how they have like, I don't know if you're on Instagram, but on Instagram, they have like, oh, 2022 recap, right? Do your 2022 recap of the year at the end of the year. And I created this nice long reel, and I wrote this nice long caption for all the things that had happened and all of that. And I tried to post that thing 4 times and would not post. And I said, maybe it's just something that I'm not ready yet to share, even though I thought I was ready, but like maybe the lessons that I thought I learned weren't fully learned. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and write them out and make sure that I've learned the lessons that I think I need to learn or have learned, because I've never, and then not only that, I tried to post it 4 times and Instagram like didn't post it. I then redid, like, Instagram like delete the whole reel. The whole reel was gone, the everything from it. And it took me probably like an hour to put this reel together. The next day I said, okay, the next day I redid the entire reel and it wouldn't post again. And I said, you know what? I'm just not gonna post it then. I'm not gonna do a 2022 recap. Um, I don't know. I just felt like maybe there was some lessons that still needed to be learned. And so that's why it wasn't working, because I've never had that happen to me back to back. So all that to say, yes, I have a lot of personal goals outside of my business. A lot of growth I want to do this year. There's been so much that's happened that, like, obviously I don't share with you guys because y'all are not y'all are like my friends and my close personal life, outside of like my divorce and everything, like with friends, a lot of stuff that happened this past year. And I don't know, there's a lot of lessons to be learned. And now as like a single woman and a businesswoman, and trying to put myself back out there. Oh God, maybe we'll do dating chronicles. That would be fun. I don't know where 2023 is gonna lead me, but there's a lot of lessons I feel like I thought I learned in 2022, but maybe God was like, don't post nothing just yet. Shh, wait on it. So we'll see. We'll see. Uh, let's see. Let me make sure. Um, Says, will we get to keep our purchase history? Love Jones, I will ask. I don't know. I am working with a company that's moving all the stuff over, so I can ask about that. There's a lot of things I don't know, and that's why I have refused to like um drop the website, because I don't want it to be like pandemonium and confusion. And so there's a lot of things that I'm still sorting through, which is why I'm going to spend the next like 15 days um, making sure I can answer and get everything correct and know what it is that didn't move over, and let you guys know. Because my goal is to send out a nice email, letting you guys know I moved over to a new platform, and then um, what you need to do or what didn't transfer over, or et cetera, so that you're equally as aware as I am, right? That's like the goal for me, so that it's a smooth transition, because I know people hate creating new I'm people. I hate creating new accounts. I'm like, no, I already created an account one time, I want to do it again. I totally understand. So I'm trying to see the easiest process, and if there's a service I can do that can just move it over, I'm just going to pay for it, because I don't have the energy and time to do all of that. And I want to make it a smooth experience for you guys as well. Hey, Misty Blue. And you said, well, the blog, yes, blogs will be active. Hey, I'm late. Did the new stuff come out yet? Mila, so excited. Not yet. We were just kind of talking about that. I'm actually in the process of I'm going to, so literally, I'm going to do this today. As soon as my live ends, I'm going to put a poll to try to figure out what pump or lid for the bottle for the leave-in it'll be. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Tiffany says, rooting for you, darling. Hoping you have the best personally and professionally. Thank you. Thank you. Dating is trash where I live, so hope you have better luck. I have so many stories to share. Dating is trash everywhere. Let's just be clear. Trash. Julie says, spill the tea, Tiffany. It's just a lot of men being rude because they think all women are gold diggers when you simply want to meet for a drink. Also, the men here be giving trafficking vibes. I had to get off the apps. Oh, not trafficking vibes. That's terrifying. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I've always felt like one day I'm going to do like I'm going to be an anonymous YouTuber and I'll tell my dating chronicles when I get there. Not now because I don't really date now, but um it could be fun. Anyways, you guys, I am going to head out. If you have any more questions, just let me know. Remy says, yeah, that would be fun. Why are you wanting my address when we started messaging today? Okay. Yeah. It's very interesting. It's also very interesting because I feel like a lot of people knew I was married for so long. So then going into this field now as like a divorcee. Ooh, could we talk about divorcee? Like, I would do I'll tell you, I would do maybe like a secret YouTube channel talking about what it's like for people being a divorcee and being a social media figure, and people have these like weird ideas about you, and oh, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Liz says some of us are gold diggers, and I wish we were better accepted. Be like, live your best life. One thing maybe one day we'll have a real conversation. But yes, I don't think being a gold digger is necessarily wrong. I feel like a lot of men don't necessarily bring a lot to the table, and if financially that's what they bring to the table, then so be it. I will never clown that. Whatever. Just says, oh no, the address has some Ted Bundy situation, Tiffany. Yeah. Trick says, do you freeze any leftover glass bars? Yes, freeze them. Once you add water to it, don't put it in the fridge, put it in the freezer. This is right. Catherine says, oh, we are not spilling hair tea, but dating tea. I would love a chat on that. Good to know what to avoid. Oh, girl. Maybe we'll do that one day. Maybe we'll do like a Sunday live where we'll spill tea. We'll have like girl chat tea. I would need it to be like private though, because like I don't know who's on here. I don't know who's watching me on here, but I would do like a private subscriber only, and it would just be us girls, and we could just talk about life, dating, all the madness. That could actually be a lot of fun. Tiffany says, honestly, Mela is a vibe. She is. What happened? Okay, I think most women get it, but the men be mad. Men always be mad, but men also, you can't base your life based off of what men think, because let me not get started, because we'll be on this live for a long time. Okay. Dan says, how long does the herbs last for mountain rose? I have slippery elm and marshmallow root that I purchased in March 2022. So you can actually, if you have the bag still, they should tell you the expiration date. Most herbs last a year to 2 years. I mean, I would literally go on to, if you don't know, if you also can ask them, you can also email them and ask them, like, they'll ask you for the SKU or whatever, and they'll tell you when the herbs expire. But most of them last at least a year to 2 years. Some longer, but that's on average. And it depends on like if you keep it in a dark area versus a very light area. Like herbs can oxidize and yeah. So it just depends. Tiffany says, how are they scared of women taking their money when they don't have money? Be scared of stealing their 10K per year, right? Right? Yep. Yep. And men and their egos, let me tell you. Nika says, hello, gorgeous. Hey, my dear. Ram says, I cut my gloss bars in half because I don't have the high density. Yeah. Cutting them in half ahead of time is perfect. A lot of people use half. I always recommend, you don't have to melt everything down. But if you do use, like, let's say you didn't know, right? And you use the full bar, just put it in a plastic bag, put a date on it, throw it in the freezer. Tiffany says, Julie, if you store them well and in dark and dry place, it should last long. Yep. Mel says not 10K a year. That's some broke brother Tiffany, right on point. Yeah, there's a lot of broke people out here, y'all. A lot of broke guys. A lot of guys try to use you for your money, use you for whatever they think they can get. That's why I'm not opposed to women who are like, I want you to have a certain amount of money, I want you to have a certain amount of lifestyle, because also people want to live a certain amount of lifestyle, and men have no problem using women for what they want. Let me get off my hours because I will be here chit chatting with y'all, and I see all the people watching now. 37 people, huh? Mm-hmm. Then guys like you to deflect the mm-hmm. Yep, the brokenness. Yep. Oh, definitely need to maintain your lifestyle. Tell us. Yes. And this worse. Let me tell you this one thing. We talking about homosexual. You know we are. Okay, girl, Nika. It's worse. I feel like young Black entrepreneur women or young Black women, even if you're not entrepreneur, you have a good job, um, you're out here doing it. A lot of Black men are not doing the same and will try to use you and gaslight you if you suddenly have expectations or requirements. Like you're a gold digger, but like, but you don't have no gold for me to dig. So how? You want to go on a date with me, but you're not paying? No, we're not doing that. You want to ride in my car? We're not doing that. I could go on. um, we talk about not during inflation. This is not okay. Okay, the price of eggs is killing me out here, y'all. Oh, what homosexual? Listen, they really don't mind using us as resources. I'm resourceful too. Okay, I am not mad at you, girl. Yes, today we are crossing the T's with them broke brothers. All right. Yes, dates without paying. Out of here. Yeah. A mess. What a mess. I don't know. I was like, ooh, dating 2023. We'll see. We'll see. I may be single forever and be okay with that. That's okay with me, But all right, y'all. Before I cut out too much. When the check came, one guy got up and walked away from the bar, left me with a tip. I know he didn't. I know he did not. We need Medea in chat. You listen, and men who use women who would be homeless otherwise. Okay. Oh, okay. I feel y'all. Please. Then call me the gold. Oh, of course, Tiffany. Of course, you're the gold digger. Oh yeah. I'm here for this. All right, you guys. I am going to head out. I called me a holdover before I was one. I'm gonna head out. I love you guys. Thank you for coming in and entertaining my shenanigans today. Hair care and tea gossip. Even though one day we're gonna do a full like girls gossip day, but it'll be like private invite, so I can at least know who's on here and we can talk about men dating and life that I won't necessarily put out there just yet. But thank you guys. I'll see you for Tip Tuesday. I'll have a new mixed tea for you guys. Don't forget to like the video. If you have any other questions, do leave it in the comment section if you're watching this later on. And I'll see you guys on Tip Tuesday. Bye Mila, bye Jubilee, bye Nika. Love you, boo. I'm so glad you're back. If you know, you know. Bye Rayma. Bye Catherine. She says good day. I see the Happy Nappy crew is expanding. Definitely. Bye dear.